first quarter 2023. That's the stack. It's changed and grown a little. My original plan, I think, was to just do these two, and then I added my work or my shop bullet journal, and then I never got away from my work bullet journal. And then this is actually brand new. The notebooks inside aren't, but I pulled out, not brand new. This is an old, super old Foxy Sugar. What is this color? Oh God. I can't remember the name of the color, but it's their sugar leather. I do remember that. That's what they called this leather. And it is just a 4-string pocket-sized TN. So, first one I'm going to dive into is super simple. This is my A6-stology. This is my, oh, that's upside down. This is my business, my shop, my Tyrian Designs. These are my freebies for the year, and then I basically have a tab for the months where I'm at. And then I have this tab. It just says Tyrian. That's always kind of like on the current day, and I've just been using this very traditional bullet journal. I love it because I love stology, and I switched from my black cover to this one is a French lavender. What's the name of that leather? I don't remember. But I got the stars, and I thought the rose gold, which I'm not really a rose gold person, looked really good on the French lavender. And then I had blind embossed on the back. If she, what does it say? She dreamed she could, so she did. Something like that. You can't see it. It was a waste. That was such a waste of money, but whatever. And it has the crisscross pockets that I love, and then just the back in here. So, yeah. I do love this cover. The black one, I'm going to talk about eventually. I'll compare. I have a pink one too. That's that Himalayan salt one. Anyway, I will talk about those later. This, happy, content, would do it again. I've actually thought that this particular journal may last me 2 years. So it may be this year and next year, just depending on how much I actually detail-wise put into it, I guess is the words. Okay. Then these two are going to be last. Let's talk about work first. So my original plan was that this might be a multi-planner personal work blended all together. No. I'll talk about that, but no. So what ended up happening is this is my, there's my Amy sticker. This is my bullet journal for work for last year. These are all month tabs. So like every month I stick in, and then I did last year, I did this, and then I would write out, so every week there's the new week put out kind of thing. And I would just do a Monday through Friday. And this was basically just like schedule what was going on, what I like got done. And then I would just do a running like to-do list, bullet journal list kind of thing. And then somewhere, I want to say August, September, maybe it's October. Maybe it's October. It started to fall apart. It really just started to fall. Maybe November. Holidays just does weird things. Yeah. So October kind of became like this weird, like, I think I was trying to use my old hobonichi, the dailies, as work stuff. And so like you only got a little bit. And then November and December, like, came in, and I'm like, okay, I'm putting November and December in here and just doing like just true bullet journal project stuff, no big deal. And I started using this one. I started using basically just a little dump of a notebook to put everything and anything in. This was my volume 2 for this. And then I realized that I really like the monthly calendar in here. And so I'm like, okay, this isn't working. This isn't going to work. I just knew it right away. So what I did is I put January in here, and then I just kind of had some like notes. Nothing really super crazy until the end of January, when on a random Monday, I sat down and I literally wrote out like things I did that day. Unless like this was something I was supposed to work on, so I put it on here towards the bottom, and I'm like, I didn't get it done, so I moved it a couple different times. This actually reminds me that I need to probably say something to them, because we need to do another one. Anyway, it became a to-done list. And what I really liked about it, one of the things I haven't done again is I did do a checklist here on like I did my to-done list, but then I also had a checklist. I've never done this again, and I probably should every now and then do one. So that just became a true running list. One, it makes me feel good to see everything I'm doing. Two, it's easy to flip back and see things, but I really like that whole, because some days you don't feel like you've done anything. And if I look at this and I see like 2 things on here, but one thing is huge, and I can actually attest to this at some point here. So I kept doing it. And like this random sticker, usually you'll see those occasionally. Towards March, it's the first part of March. Like all these are like very simple, because I'm literally working. I don't remember what that is. The slides I had done, percentage. I'm working on one huge project right now. This was so simple, but I worked, like these are my overtime hours. It was nuts. So sometimes you have to look back and realize like this is very cognizant of what was happening. Whereas this is a super busy day. This isn't any less busy. It's just the difference in the projects. I'm used to doing a lot of little tedious stuff throughout the day. To have a big project to work on and take up all my time is very overwhelming. I got no other word for it. So this was March, and that's the other thing, because December ended in here, and I was like, I'm just going to keep going, which I will typically be like, I'm done, bring me a new journal. And I'm like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to be that person. So I'm moved on, and here's April, and like here's where we're at in April, and I'm loving this. I love this. I have a B6 here on me. I'm going to have it cut down to B6 Slim, and probably in June I will switch over to it, and maybe it'll take me through the end of 2024. That's insane, those words. But in the meantime, because of the way I'm doing this, I've started using field notes as little random sketches, little project lists, little things that need to get done. And I'm thinking I'm going to categorize these, but I haven't quite figured out how. And then I also have accidentally started another random one when I wasn't done with this one. So right now, then I was like, I should just store them in here. So I think at some point this is just going to store my old ones, and the current one will be shoved back here because that's what I've been doing. But for right now, we're carrying this around because it's fun. This is, again, 2 thumbs up. This is my system. It works. We're not fucking with it. Okay. On to this. I think I made it pretty clear that I'm enjoying this, but it's not my planner piece, if that makes sense. I like the memory keeping of this. So let's talk about the memory keeping of this. So like I love this. I don't really want to use that page. What does that say? The mornings with tea and my table. Okay, so this is a good page. Like this is a Monday, picture of my Emmett. This old man, I can't read it. It'll make me cry. This old man has my heart, blah, blah, blah. So I love this. The only problem is this. And then in turn, this. I'm not a daily journaler. I'm never gonna be a daily journaler. I do love holding myself accountable for my 1 line a day gratitude, and literally a clean kitchen, a trip to the movies. There's the simple things in life. Ideas that become reality. So like, I am a true believer after having done, I started this in 2020, probably. I think it was 2020 I started doing 1 line a day for gratitude. And I really discovered like it's definitely a mind reset. So I won't stop this. However, I feel like this journal this year is going to have a lot of blank pages where I like maybe decorate a little, and then all you're going to have is my gratitude. And I've decided that for the most part, I'm going to let those blank pages go. Cole's nose is purple. So that's where I'm at with this. I will not buy a cousin for next year. I have a second half of a cousin for this year, and I know I could sell it. But I think I'm going to stick with it for my gratitude and what memory keeping I'm doing, but not beat myself up for not memory keeping every single day and journaling. And I'm also done with the months. I'm not using it as a monthly. I mean, I'm faking it as a monthly. So it's not worth it. So what I think I'm definitely going to do is not bother with this, but I enjoy the way this looks, so I will continue with this. If I could do it in one. If I had a memory keeper that I don't need to use every day. If I had a true blue, when you're in the mood, when the mood strikes you, journal kind of thing. Print the picture when the mood strikes you kind of thing. So I'm going to hone in how I want to do this for next year using the rest of this year, because we've got 3 quarters left. So that's my goal. This guy, I'm enjoying it, but I bought a mega accidentally, and then I kept it when I should have probably just returned it. And I was going to sell it, and then I didn't sell it. And now I'm like, I'm going to use it next year and redate, because redating can be super simple if you want it to be. But I'm also going to use it in the, let me find a clear page, the way I was doing it last year. I'm going to use this year, I'm going to use the one I have now and redate it for 2024 as my gratitude journal, the 1 line a day, like I did for 2022, and my book tracker. I'm not sure I'm actually going to track books, but we'll see. Maybe that ends up being like a memory for the week instead. Something. I know I'm going to use it just because I feel like I need to repurpose it. But I will probably be nostalgia just because it's my home. The other thing, just to note real quick, this leather cover is beautiful. No idea what I'm going to use it for after this year. I don't have an A5 currently to put in here. It could change. But you know what I love? I pulled this out because I wanted to I need to clean out the pockets, pull out the notebook, and like put it on a shelf. And I'm like, I really love this. So I may switch back to my clear cover. It's funny, as much as I love a beautiful leather cover and it's gorgeous, and I never hesitate. I love this cover for work. It's great. It looks professional in a meeting, but it's still whatever I want it to be. And maybe it's the A5 size that I prefer in the slimmer cover. I don't know. But I'm going to switch to this probably in June, if not before, once I clean this out. Guys, that's my update. It's not a big update. I honestly think that if I'd have done this video at the end of January, I'd have been like, I don't know if I want to stay in this. I don't know, blah, blah, because and there's nothing wrong. I want to make that very clear. If you want to change, zero wrong with that. However, I like to force myself to try it And I knew that 1 month in here wasn't going to be enough. I had to work out the kinks. And I really like this. I like the way it looks. I'm kind of excited to see what it's going to look like at the end of the year. All chunky. I'm not. Do I want to do this again? No. Maybe if life was simpler. But I think I want to have one that combines this with this. And maybe even this with this. Because that's what I'm used to. So we'll see. That's my Q1 update. I will update again at the end of June and see how I still feel about all this. And then I will be stopping this and starting the next one to see if anything changes. Who knows? And then at that point, I might be also starting a new work bullet journal. I may have all kinds of new stuff come June. We'll see. Guys, till next time, be kind.